What's up, what's up, what's up? It's old IC. You already know the vibes. If you don't, then all you need to do is go on my social media platforms over here so you can get real caught up. But if you still don't know the vibes, I can assure you, you are about to. Now, if you're a returning viewer, you already know. Before we get into the tea of the week, we always get into the songs of the week. But if you're new here, now you know. Going at number one for the songs of the week, I got a first shout out. Fergie Baby on his new EP, Harlem River Drive. Ferg been on one this year, and this is definitely the project to show it. We got hits like Blind, What You Need, and the title of this EP, Harlem River Drive. This song being the same title of the EP definitely meant that it had to be the main event. And it definitely showcased that. Next on the list, we got Brown Skin Winter Vibes with Lola Brooke and Jeremiah on their new vibe, No One Else. And I just want to say, I love Lola Brooke's versatility. She's always trying to break the barrier. I love her sound. And Jeremiah was just the cherry on top to make this song whole. And we're going back to rap with this last hit by Connie Diamond and Dusty Locane on their song Let Me See Something. And boy, did they show us something that needed to be seen. Because this song is real hot. And I feel like a lot of people, they've been sleeping on my girl Kanye. I'm going to be real. I feel like with this song, you can't be slept. She's definitely waking it up. For real, for real. We got to definitely shout out our female rappers that can actually rap. Now let's get into the tea of the week, because this is crazy. Now we all know how this year has been for Diddy. I mean, he had the Cassie case, he was raided, the girl from Danity Kane is taking him to court, so many other people are taking him to court. And now, this past week, it was announced that he was arrested under a plethora of charges. He offered a $50 million bond proposal, but that was denied. They got the passports of all of his kids, including the baby. And there's been claims of, let me make sure I'm reading this right, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. Now this is crazy, but I know one thing's for certain, real life street studios, y'all about to be quick on it when it comes to that Jaguar Wright interview. I hate to sound like that person, and I don't usually like to pocket watch, but they about to make some money. I already know it. I am already knowing that video is about to do numbers. The editor is in the room right now on a computer. Now for my next topic, in my last video, I spoke on the NFL, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne situation. I'll give you guys a little synopsis since I'm so kind. Basically what had happened was Kendrick Lamar was announced to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime. Everybody, well, half of everybody was in an outrage because they said that they believed that because this was Lil Wayne's hometown, he should have been the one to headline the Super Bowl. I already gave my opinion on this. I don't want nobody thinking I'm picking no side. Lots of people had said that it was New Orleans' decision. Some people were saying that it was Jay-Z's decision. Other people were saying that Lil Wayne didn't even care. Obviously, with the things that have come out and Lil Wayne recently going on live and admitting that he was indeed heard about the decision, we also had gotten an interview from the Super Bowl's producer from Variety magazine stating that, and I quote, let me fix my glasses for this one. Hold on. He always picked right. Now, a lot of people were saying before this information had came out that, you know, it was New Orleans. Y'all want to find a reason to get mad. And I'm not sitting here saying that, oh, I said that, you know, this person said this and that person, because we can go back to the last video. I said I didn't care whether Lil Wayne or Kendrick Lamar performed. They would be fantastic performers. So Jay-Z, if you watching this, don't be saying, oh, I didn't know. I didn't pick no side. I said whoever performed would have been a great decision. Back to what I was saying though. I feel like a lot of people owe some people an apology. A lot of people said that he wasn't, and they owe those people an apology, but I don't want to think that he made that decision with malice. I just want to be like George Washington and be neutral and just hope to think that he just picked him because he had the hottest song right now. That's what I want to believe. That's what I want to think. And that is like 95% of what I've made up in my mind. So that's the idea that I'm gonna go with. That's the narrative that I'm gonna fly on. I mean, if Jay-Z could hook me up with some New York Liberties, I mean, he got some good ties with the Barclays. I'm just saying, if he could hook me up with New York Liberties, I'm just saying. Again, like I said before, whether Kendrick Lamar performed or Lil Wayne performed, I think these would have been both phenomenal decisions. Now, next on the list, this topic has graced my account for a long time. I've talked about this since last year. And recently, with this interview that Cheryl Swoops have done, it has definitely brought up the conversation. A lot of people feel some type of way because she said that Caitlin Clark was not dominating. And I thought that that was an interesting word choice because, you know, I watch the WNBA. I really watch the WNBA. And honestly, I get what she was saying. I mean, if she had some other type of malice like these Caitlin Clark fans allege, then I'll kind of see where y'all coming from. But at the same time, when I think of dominating, and I could be biased and say I think of my favorite player. Like, no, but on some real stuff, when I think of dominating, I really do think of Asia Wilson. I don't like to give any credit to the Aces, but Asia Wilson has been dominating. Almost every other game, she's scoring like 40 points. And I hate to say this with a New York Liberty jersey on because it seems a little mixy. But the truth is the truth. Like, she's really been doing her thing. And that's what I would call dominating. Now, would I say that Caitlin Clark has been having a very impressive rookie year? Yes, I would absolutely say that. I would say that she has been a key point in that team. I would even say that she's one of the top players in that team, just like I would say that Angel Reese is a top player in Chicago. I wouldn't really say that certain rookies are top players in certain teams, but like, you have to call out rookies that have made a staple point in their team. You can't ignore certain things like that at the end of the day. Like, we look at stars like Rakia Jackson, somebody who's also stamped her name. And I feel like it's something that you have to give credit to. If you ignore it, it does make it seem like, are you tapped in? I honestly think that all these people are doing interviews this, interviews that. Like, high key, I think we need to see an interview between Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Swoops. Maybe they should have a conversation about what they feel about the WNBA and the narratives that are spread and the things that these people say. I would even think it would be even more interesting if maybe even Angel Reese had Caitlin Clark on her show. I think that it would be something different. And I feel like it would show some type of solidarity. It's like we're not on the same team, but we're on the same team, if it makes sense. Now, last on the list, we have Ruby Rose calling her relationship with Drewski a paid PR stunt. Now, I don't know if I've given my opinion on PR stunts, but allow me to introduce it. I think that PR stunts are corny. I mean, if you look at Ice Spice and Central C, they tried that a while ago and it failed. I would think that you would be in the 5th grade if you were to believe that they were together at some point. Like, PR stunts today don't hit like they did back then. They used to actually mean something. And now it doesn't help you gain anything in the long run, but just attention. I get it. Okay, attention. But at the end of the day, if the only thing that you're chasing to get is attention, how can that get you to the success that you want? I mean, what happened to Ruby Rose? Like, she used to be a whole rapper. I mean, we can't lie now. We cannot lie now. And I'd want to say talent or rap skills or ability to perform, shall I say? And to see her go from rapping to paying for PR with a comedian for absolutely no reason. You're not coming out with no music. You didn't come out with no album. You're not even coming out with an EP. I wouldn't have even said anything. Like, honestly, girl, like, respectfully, and if I'm calling you girl, that means I'm not even looking at you from a attractive perspective. I'm looking at you from woman to woman. Like, and I know it can be hard to take me seriously when I say that phrase, but on some real stuff though, like, from woman to woman, like, this is not the look that you need. go in the stew and make some music. And if you can't do it, then maybe you should be real transparent about where your life is heading. Like very recently, Brittany Renner had came out and she was saying that she doesn't know how she's gonna get bread because she's giving her life to God and she's not doing the whole vixen stuff. And honestly, I feel like that should be an example. I'm not saying you have to find God, but I am saying that a lot of these young ladies that, and now I'm getting into a different mode. Now I'm getting into my philosopher mode. But I feel like a lot of these young ladies, one of the main things that they value over anything is attention. And they think that because they look good, that means that they're going to find a good career, a staple job, good man or woman. You know what I mean? That's not the case. Just because you're an attractive woman and you got your words good, it doesn't mean somebody's going to want to be with you or associate with you. You know, it's probably going to mean they want to, you know what I mean? But besides that, like, it's nothing further than that. This generation got to do better because this is lame. You did a PR stunt for what? Like, I could get Drewski. He's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? But you, for what? So people could pay for your OnlyFans and wish that they was with you? Like, I don't get that. What was the point of the PR stunt? That's all that I have for the tea of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I'm wearing my New York Liberty jersey because we are the top team. Let's really talk about it. Big New York in the building. This is why I be talking my talk, like New York Liberty, yo. Listen. All right. I rocks with y'all. I'm all the way New York. You feel me? Only person I hear with a New York accent there is Ellie the Elephant. Straight up. Straight up. Feel me? I ride for y'all. Y'all gotta ride for me. Like, I'm not even from the other coast, but another team, you feel me? They've been showing me more love. You feel me? Come on. East Coast is the... Oh. Back to business though. Shout out to New York Liberty for being, you know, number one, doing a thing. Honestly, I feel like we came back for redemption. And that's how I feel personally. I'm on my redemption tour too. You feel me? So shout out to New York City. Shout out to New York Liberty. Shout out to Sabrina Ionescu. Shout out to Brianna Stewart. Shoot, shout out to Hamby. She not even from New York. I just gotta shout her out just for being her. You feel me? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You already know, like I always say, stay prayed up. Always involve God in everything that you do because you can never be nowhere without God. Like, let's really talk about it. Whether you support Allah, Buddha, whoever your number one dude is, you feel me? That is still, God is God at the end of the day. You feel me? So stay prayed up. Always look to the one. Be kind to others. Become the realist because I'm tired of all these fake people in the world. No. Only be real. You feel me? And that's how we gonna strive. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for the next one and have yourself a blessed and amazing day. Thank you.
I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban chain, she called me back.